The problem is when you enter a room and create that environment without confining boundaries. Well, now you got people in the room that are boom, 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 all over the map. They're all bringing their own whys, their own purpose, their own desires, their own challenges, their own obstacles into your business, into your life, into your goals. Worse is when you say boundaries.
This is The Fighting Entrepreneur, the podcast dedicated to entrepreneurs looking to change the world. Learn how to start, build, and scale a business in today's highly competitive business environment. Here's your host, The Fighting Entrepreneur, Anik Singal.
What's up, you crazy fighting entrepreneurs? We're back yet with another episode. This is Anik Singal, your favorite person in the world. All right, your host here at The Fighting Entrepreneur. And today, we're going to talk about the old slogan. For those of you, I might age myself. I don't actually know if this program's still around. Joe, is that program called DARE still around in school?
Oh,
the drugs program? The anti-drugs program. Like, they tell you not. I see shirts. The slogan that says, just to say no. All right. Okay, you see shirts, so that means it's around somewhere. It's called DARE, okay? I don't know what it stands for, but it was a big thing when I was in elementary school. This is like a long time ago. And they had this slogan. It was like, just say no, just say no. It was to drugs, just say no to drugs. And it's just stuck in my head. And today we're going to talk about the superpower. So the title of this episode is Just Say No, a superpower every entrepreneur needs. And man, I hope I listen to my own advice. This is going to be an episode that I'll listen to again and again. By the way, it's kind of weird, but I do go back and listen to my own Fighting Entrepreneur episodes and learn a lot. It's kind of cool. All right. So here's why. Just say no. See, as an entrepreneur, we're always so on the go that sometimes we forget to really just step back and look at what the heck we're going for. And I know that, for example, at Lurn, sometimes we're like, we got to hit the next revenue goal. We got to go. We got to hit the next revenue goal. We got to do this. We got to do that. And we start getting creative. Creativity. It's a challenge. It's a battle. All right. We get creative. We come up with ideas. How do we do it? How do we make them? And then what ends up happening is, to borrow from the words of our team member here, Amanda, who runs our marketing team, she'll say, you get squirreled. I forget what movie it's from. She gets it from something where things get squirreled. But squirrel means to get distracted, right? Shiny object. You run off in different directions. Here's the thing, right? So it's not bad as an entrepreneur to seek out opportunities, and it's not bad to pivot. As a matter of fact, that's the biggest advantage an entrepreneur has over big corporates or anyone else in the world, is you could pivot, right? You could see something, you could see a trend, you could see an opportunity, and bam, you can attack it. The problem is when you don't take at least 5 seconds or 10 seconds or a step back to evaluate whether that thing you're about to attack actually is in alignment with your main goal, your main purpose, your main mission, your main why. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, God, I'm not a victim of it. Well, guess what? I am. Just this last week, I have decided at Lurn, I don't know when you're listening to this, but at the time that I'm filming it, last week, I finally took a moment where I went like 3 levels above the company. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I just started chopping. No, that's out. That's done. That's done. That's done. Some of those things were like, are you kidding me? How can that be done? We rely on that. No, it's done. I don't care. It's not in alignment with what we're supposed to be doing, our biggest goal, our biggest mission, our biggest why. So just say no. Here are 3 specific things. Well, I'll tell you stories about each one of them too, where I really, really want you to, these are 3 ways that you can really nail down the process of saying no. Number 1. Now, this is really interesting. This is something new I've been practicing consciously, very intently. But I've been doing it for a long time. It's just now I'm very intentional about it. Create boundaries. Okay? Create confinements. So let's say you are low on revenue one month, or you're behind your goal. I shouldn't say low on revenue. You should just say behind your goal. So it's perfectly okay to have a meeting, to have a mastermind with your team or with your friends or with your mastermind group and say, hey, I need ideas to get us to our goal. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not against creativity. I'm not against ideas. But the problem is when you enter a room and create that environment without confining boundaries. Okay, so when you come at that and you say, I just need revenue, I just need sales, I just need growth, ideas, please. Well, now you got people in the room that are boom, 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 all over the map. They're all bringing their own whys, their own purpose, their own desires, their own challenges, their own obstacles into your business, into your life, into your goals. Worse is when you say boundaries. Within these boundaries, this is what we must hit. This must be our goal. And all of a sudden, when someone says an idea, that's like, sorry, that's out of the boundary. Now, here's why people don't like to do this. Here's why people fight back against trying to do brainstorm sessions within confinements and boundaries, because they say, well, I can't really think. You have so many rules. I can't really think of a solution. I'm going to tell you right now, that's complete bullcrap. I found this again and again and again. No matter how tight my boundaries even get, it's amazing how we come up with solutions. And because we've set the boundaries, most of the time those solutions will be in alignment with our deepest why, our deepest purpose, and what we're really trying to build. Let me give you an example of December 2016 when I made the craziest, the most daring decision in my business. I'll tell you what was happening. So I was in a car driving. I was in Toronto, Canada, attending an event by Bob Proctor, but we were taking a break and we were driving to my wife's family. She has a bunch of family there, their house. It was about a 45-minute drive. Rented a car, got in, and I'm driving, I'm in traffic, and my phone is in my pocket, and it's buzzing. It's buzz, 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 driving me nuts. Just won't stop. I'm like, what is going on? But I don't ever pull my phone out when I'm driving. I probably would, but my wife don't like it, so I stop, right? Always listen to wife. And so I didn't pull my phone out until we reached the place. We reached the destination, and immediately I'm like, oh my God, I'm like rushing for my phone. Like, what is up? And I look at it, and oh my God, it was just affiliates. It was people fighting, right? And somehow I had become the godfather of this group. And it was like, Anik, you tell that person they can't launch their product in May. That's my month. No, you promised me this. And it's just like, oh my God, it was like children. And I had already been having frustrations with this. I had not been enjoying the business model of launching and affiliates. And I didn't feel like I was best serving Lurn Nation. And I was having all these conundrums for months coming into it. And it was at that very moment, I was sitting in the driveway of, our aunt and uncle's house. And I remember I just turned and I looked at Andrea, and I was kind of smirking. And she looks at me, she's like, what's wrong with you? And I said, I'm done. She goes, what do you mean you're done? I said, I'm done. No more launching. No more affiliates. I'm done. And I mean, she was like, all right, cool, good for you. Like, hey, 2 thumbs up. But I was like, for me, it was like the biggest thing. I'm like, oh my God, yes, this is amazing. I can finally free myself of this ridiculous stress and nonsense, and I can just be happy in life and build my company and serve my students. And now what happened is that evening, I knew this. So by the time I had some hours to think about it, I was like, oh crap, right? We at that time, we were doing like $10, $11 million a year. And I just decided to chop out 9 million of that. Seriously, it was the end of 2016. We're coming in 2017, and I'm like, yeah, we're not going to do the things that have generated us $9 million last year, which is 90% of our revenue. They're gone, done. I'm out. I'm not going to do those. Oh, but by the way, we still have to generate that revenue. Like it's not like we're cutting the team back or cutting the company back. So of course, my director of marketing at the time was like, are you freaking nuts? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, no, these are the new boundaries. He's like, we can't do that kind of revenue in these boundaries. We've always been a launch company. We've always done affiliates. And I'm like, bam, boundaries. This is it. We got to do it. We got to figure it out in this. Listen, I made that decision at the end of December 2016. By the end of January 2017, we had become Facebook traffic ninjas. We had learned to dominate. We were already spending a couple $100,000 a month on Facebook ads within the span of 1 month because it was the applied focus of the team. And 2017 was one of our strongest years in the history of the company. We grew like crazy, and we were able to truly serve our students. And ever since then, never turned around. Never had to go back to launching that way. Never had to go back to affiliate promo. My phone never buzzed like that with people complaining and fighting with one another. So confinements, right? So set boundaries. I've done that now since then many times. So if you want to brainstorm, if you want to do something, set the boundaries. Like we will not do anything outside of this range. All right, number 2. Do less. Number 2, do less, but do more of it. What? What the heck? Am I on crack? Like, what do I talk about? Do less, but do more of it. So do less things, but do more of the things you're doing. So this, I can tell you right now, this is huge because I'm not telling you to work less. I'm not telling you to work, like not hustle, blah, blah, blah. Like that all is like just a part of being an entrepreneur. I'm just saying if you could do, even if you're going to work 12 hours in a day, okay? What if you could work 12 hours on the same thing rather than 17 things or 12 things? And then you're giving an hour a day to 12 things. Why not just give that out to like one thing? Imagine how much more quickly you'll master it. Imagine how much more quickly it'll grow and it'll scale. And imagine now if you take just yourself out of the picture and you start to add your team members and you got all of them running to one thing. Whew, that's going to be powerful now, isn't it? So do less, but do more of it. Focus. Apply the absolute lethal power of focus, not just for you, but with every team member. Get everybody focused on one thing, moving in one direction. I'm learning as I grow as a leader and as an entrepreneur. I'm learning that maybe in the future, my only job in this company, in Lurn, my only job will be to be the focus police. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Like, I don't have to do anything. If I could just do that, my value to this company will be immense. It's focus police, making sure all of us at one time are moving in one direction. We are doing less, but we're doing more of it, right? So really note that down. Number 3, I love this, and that is really take. So I talked about like kind of do less, do more of it, and I talked about the team. Really, let's get even deeper into that for number 3, and that is resources, talent. Talent, people, skills. Are you applying them in one direction? So it's one thing to like people, right? What about resources? So, for example, we're here at the Lurn Center. We have a 26,000 square foot beautiful facility with a lecture hall, classrooms. We got all kinds of stuff, video studio that I'm sitting in right now. Like, are we applying all these resources to one thing? I got an amazing tech team that's built me a great platform called Lurn Nation. I've got tremendous knowledge. I've got a great marketing team. I've got an amazing operations team. I've got a great content development team. I've got this huge brand and this ability to connect with all the top people in our industry and talk to them and get their support. Am I applying all of those resources all collectively in one direction? Well, recently what happened is when I did that full dissection of Lurn and myself, I learned, nope, I am not. As a matter of fact, it was really embarrassing. I went through the key 8 or 9 people in the company that are the key leaders at Lurn, and I said, what are their focus points right now? First of all, for some of them, I couldn't even come up with their focus points. They were doing like 5 things. But even if I wrote all 5, so embarrassing. Not a single one of them was focused on the one thing that builds the future of Lurn, which is our Lurn Nation platform. Now, I can tell you by the time this episode releases, you've already seen that turnaround. That is changing. Focus Police came right in. And I said, nuh-uh, this is not going to happen. I said, we went, within a span of about 48 hours, we went from having 0 people focused on the future platform of this business, of this company, the future of this company, 0 people, to 100% of people now focused on the platform. So I'm going to tell you something right now. You need to really dissect and review your resources, your time, your people, your connections, your skills, your talent, all of it. Are you rallying it all in one cohesive power towards your one main purpose, your main goal, your main why, your main one thing? Are you? If you're not, just say no. Say no. Say it with me right now. I don't care if you're jogging. I don't care if you're running. I don't care if you're sitting in your office and everyone's going to think you're weird. Just say no. No, 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 no. That's what I'm going to be doing now. Come on, entrepreneurs. All right, listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, come on, leave me a comment below. Send me some love. Hit the bell thingy. Hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up so we can get this out to everybody. Go back and watch this again. Someone told me that when you hit rewind on a video, it sends positive feedback to YouTube. So everyone right now, just hit rewind. All right, let's send YouTube, let's make this channel look like it's the best channel in the world. All right, now also, if you're listening to this on iTunes, go to anikpodcast.com and make sure you go subscribe to this podcast on iTunes. Leave us a positive review on iTunes. Tell everybody about it. Tell your grandmother about it. Let's get everybody listening to The Fighting Entrepreneur. Go to anikpodcast.com also for the show notes of this episode and all of our past episodes. We've got killer episodes out there. And of course, if you are not inside Lurn Nation, if you're not at lurn.com, go get yourself a free membership. Get in there, take a course, commit to finishing it, level up your skills. But hey, focus. Level up a skill you need right now that helps drive towards your one thing that you're trying to build. Other than that, say no, even if it's inside Lurn. This is Anik Singal reminding you, when life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back. This is Anik. I'll see you on the next episode of The Fighting Entrepreneur. Until then, go kick some butt. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to The Fighting Entrepreneur with your host, Anik Singal.